Hello, you guys. It is Alicia Rose, and wow, that's an echo. That echo. Yeah, that's probably gonna get annoying here soon, but I'll go quickly. So today is going to be the start of the second round of the Screenwriter competition that I did last time. And to be honest, I'm actually scared for it. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna get, and the feedback that I got was very, very interesting. They said that they really loved the ending. They said that I did a really great job with the tension all the way through the end, which I thought was really great. But they also said that my setting could have been a little bit better, like they didn't really know where we were or what we were doing, and some of the characters were a bit one-sided and all of that. So it was definitely good advice that I'm definitely going to take into account during this next time. I'm currently in St. George. My grandmother died, and I am playing at a memorial service for her. It's a whole story. Anyways, I'm really excited because I get to take this time right now without anything on my plate to do some writing. And I haven't been able to write in a couple weeks because I started a new job and it's been very busy. I don't really know 100% what I'm doing. So it's definitely a bit of a challenge, but one that I'm willing to take. I think that it's going to be a very busy weekend. I hope that I'm able to put my best foot forward in terms of making this next round the best it can be. But in the meantime, I'm working on a project that I really want to release next year. We'll see. I don't know whether it's going to happen or not, but I will see you when I get my project. I opened up my email and the genre I got was horror. The location was an abandoned building and the object was a canoe. At first I laughed because I had recently had a conversation with my dad where I told him that I thought I was going to get horror, which is a genre that I'm not very good at. I then started brainstorming the different stories I could write with the genre, and after a while I decided on the story that was about this girl who enters a house and comes out a monster. I've always been interested in psychological horror, and that is what I wanted to focus on for the story. I drafted the outline and then went to bed as the rest of my family had already done that, and I felt weird being the only one up. The next morning, I decided to write my first draft. I just finished the first draft. And I got 5 pages exactly. Probably means I did something wrong, but I'm excited to keep on going. Okay, so I didn't add one thing to my story, and that was a canoe, which was one of the prompts. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Sorry I didn't film much yesterday. It was a very busy day. Basically, finished the second draft. Have less than 12 hours. Let's see, I have about 8 hours left. I have 8 hours left. I'm on a third draft. I finished the second draft yesterday, which was good. And then last night, my sister and my dad read it, and they both gave suggestions about what I could do better. And it was really interesting because my sister was like, yeah, it's definitely horror, which, hallelujah. I don't write horror very often, and I don't think I know how to do horror very well, so I at least made her a bit scared, which was great, I guess. Anyways, so she gave me a whole bunch of suggestions. For example, all of this is her handwriting. And as you can see, there is a lot that needed help. And I think it's good that a lot of it needed help because it helps me understand like what isn't very clear, what is very clear. Because with horror, I feel like you have to put more detail in it, so it's a little bit more scarier. So it's good. It's good. Anyways, so that was my second draft. I'm going on to a third draft. I think it's better. I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure if I have a lot of characterization. I'm not sure if there's a lot of action. I really patterned it off of the yellow wallpaper, which is this short story about this woman who basically goes insane. And I sort of patterned it after that, which is interesting because in the first draft, it was a completely different story. It was about this girl who like goes through the stages of grief, and at the end of it, she becomes this monster and murders all her friends. So very different from a mother who's grieving over a lost child. So I don't know. Technically, I'm on a second draft. Technically, I'm on a third draft. There's a lot of technicalities, but I think what I have is good. I just don't know if, I don't know. I'm just scared because I really want this to be good, and I am afraid that it's not going to be. I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to go on to the third round, and I really want to go on to the third round because I'm really enjoying the contest so far in the competition, and I feel like I grow during this competition. So I really want to keep on going. So it's my perfectionism is sort of jumping in and saying, hey, you have to be perfect or else you're not going to go on to the next round. And I know that's not true. I know it doesn't have to be perfect, but I really do want to succeed and I want to move on to the next round. So I don't know. I think I'll be very surprised if I do get into the next round, but at the same time, I'm still terrified that I won't. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, I have a ton of projects that I'm working on, but at the same time, I'm afraid that I'm not going to continue writing because I haven't written in at least a couple weeks. And this competition made me start writing again. And I'm afraid that that's gonna start to happen. Sorry about the noise. It's the laundry machine. But I'm afraid that that's going to happen where I'm just gonna stop writing because I'm so busy. But I don't want to do that. I wanna keep on writing and I wanna complete the projects that I've set my mind to. It's been a bit of a rant, this part right here, but I think you guys understand that I want to do my best and I want to be a good writer and I want to do things and I want to be able to get better. So I hope that I can get better. I hope that I can do that. I don't know. I probably should have had 2 characters in this just because I was like, oh, I'll only have 1 character and that will make it so I can focus more on my main character and make them less one-sided. And I don't know. I don't know if I've made this character a little less one-sided. I don't know if I've gotten the setting to be very good. I don't know. It's a lot of I don't knows, and it freaks me out. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep on working, and I'm gonna keep on trying, and whatever happens, happens. I don't want it to be that way, but it's hard within 5 pages. I mean, I only have 4 pages. I mean, look at this. This is the 3rd draft. This is 1 page. This is 2 page. This is 3 page. And then just barely 4 pages. Like, who on earth only writes like 3 pages for a 5-page script competition? Like, it says it could be up to 5 pages, and usually people use all those 5 pages because they want to stuff more in as possible. But then you have me over here who's like, I'm going to write 3 pages. Like, who does that? It scares me, and I don't want to be scared. I want to write, and I want to write well. Maybe that's something I can address in another video, but I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna work on this and see what happens. Hi, it's the next day. So I submitted it yesterday. I was feeling really bad about myself because I didn't think it was good enough, and I really want to make it to the next round, but at the same time I don't. I'm sort of whispering right now because my dad's in a meeting. But so I was writing it, and I just felt really bad about myself. So I called up a writer friend that I have, and I talked to her, and I sent her the script, and she said it was really, really good, that she didn't see any of the problems that the judges saw in my last one. And so I submitted it. I hope that it's good enough to make it to the 3rd round, because I think that would be an amazing opportunity. At the same time, I don't know. I really want to be a good writer, and I really want to do well, but at the same time, sometimes I feel really bad about myself, and I don't feel like I can write, which, funny enough, I feel like writing is the only stable thing I've got right now. It's just interesting to go through something like that, to have a competition like that, because it really makes you think, and it makes you competitive, and it also makes you question yourself. And while I questioned myself about whether I was a good writer or not, I also think that I want to be good. That's basically it. I want to be good. I want to work on my projects. And I want to I want to show them to you guys. I think I'm really figuring out what I want in the past couple of days. I'm just gonna end it off here, because basically I learned a lot. I learned that I actually write horror very well. Link will be in the description for the screenplay if you want to read it. And give me feedback if you see anything. Also, I learned that writing makes me incredibly happy.
I haven't written in 2 weeks, and it's made me feel very, very sad. I also learned that I need to trust myself more when it comes to my writing. I shouldn't be too picky and decide what's wrong with it. I need to see what was right with it. And then once everything feels right, that's when it's done. Not what is wrong, what's wrong, what do I need to work on. It's more what's right. Focusing on the positive instead of the negative. So, yeah, like I said, links in the description. You can read it, give feedback. Like this video if you liked it. I'm sorry I'm a little bit tired. Teaching a bunch of kids is very exhausting. Subscribe, because I have a lot more videos planned. I've got to find time to do it, but I'm definitely going to do it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!